How's it going, you guys? AZPlow21 back again with another episode of our UFC save in WMMA 5. And here today we have UFC Fight Night NGANNOU versus DeFries, or DeFries, however it is pronounced. We are coming off of UFC 290, Sandhagen versus Wood, in which Corey Sandhagen beat Nathaniel Wood to retain the Bantamweight Championship. We are looking towards UFC 291, Jones versus Velasquez. 3 title fights on that big pay-per-view card. But before that, we have 4 fight cards to get through. I appreciate you guys as always. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you have not already done so. Follow me on Twitch and Twitter. Links are down in the description below. RBM saying, so what's new with you? I have been very bored. And that's basically it, essentially. I'm just in my house by myself. My girlfriend's out of town for another week or so, you know, just trying to figure out what to do with myself during that time. And for whatever reason, I didn't come around to playing WMMA 5, but here we are. NGANNOU versus DeFries in Western Africa, more than likely Cameroon, where NGANNOU is from. I know that, Blake, you just finished high school, so congratulations to you. And we have Raymond Magomedaliev taking on Jason Jackson of Bellator in our first prelim fight, and Magomedaliev gets the win, improving to 14-2. Daniel Rodriguez taking on Kamil Onachuk in our next fight. Rodriguez won in the 175 division, is a small underdog to the 26-year-old, but he TKOs him in round number 2. Jeff Neal taking on Nikolai Alexakin in the 175 division. Neal 15-6, Alexakin 29-7-1, and it is Alexakin who gets the win via rear naked choke, improving to 2-1 in his UFC career. Sagid Gakmaev taking on Ross Houston. This guy looks like MJF, like Maxwell Jacob Friedman from AEW. I've been trying to figure out who he looks like, but he looks like MJF. And Ross Houston gets a unanimous decision victory, improving to 14-1-1. He's now 3-1 in his UFC career, and he is on 3 straight wins. Good for Mr. Houston. As we move along, Carlos Matos taking on James Nakashima in the middleweight division, and Nakashima gets the unanimous decision victory, improving to now 4-1 in the UFC. Not against the best competition, though. Abukar Yandiev taking on Bo Nickel in the middleweight division, and it's Yandiev getting the win via TKO in round 3. Clearwater, Minnesota, visiting my cousins, taking a break from Interaction, so that's why I'm here. Taking a break from Interaction? Talking about like TV and stuff like that? Or the internet? Perry Filkins taking on Baby K. Roberson in the middleweight division, and Filkins gets the unanimous decision victory in round number 3, improving to 2-0 after some improvements and success in ACA. All right, moving along, and it's Gordon Berkman. This is basically a feeding fight to Julius Anglicus, who's 0-1, giving him a win, basically. This Gordon Berkman guy we signed by accident to, 5 guaranteed fights. So, I mean, why not use them and give some... Oh, interacting with each other. Gotcha. But yeah, Gordon Berkman, we signed by accident. Apologies to him. I mean, some good experience, I guess you can say, fighting in the UFC, as Julius Anglicus submits him in 3.5 minutes. All right, Anglicus, his first UFC win. Mikhail Ragozin taking on Punahele Soriano in the 205 division. Ragozin, a small favorite, but Soriano gets the unanimous decision victory over Ragozin here today. He is 6-1 now in his UFC career, and I think he's actually a pretty good prospect in real life in the UFC. One to look out for. Kind of short and stocky fella. Heavyweight, South African Akira Hammond at 6-1 taking on Dmitry Sosnovsky. Hammond, 0-1 in his UFC career, coming off a loss to Anton Viazigan. And it is Hammond getting the unanimous decision victory after 3 rounds over the Russian, improving to 7-1. You were hoping Gordon would get the shock upset. I mean, he was probably going to get cut anyway, so I was hoping he just lost. So that way he's of no value. Jack the Hammer Marshman taking on Luigi Vendramini. Very, very Italian name, despite him being from Brazil. Vendramini on a small winning streak. Jack Marshman here on the main card, number 23 welterweight. And it is Luigi Vendramini getting a win over Jack Marshman here today. His third straight win, and he might be ranked after beating Marshman here today. Interesting result there as Vendramini gets the win. Veronica Macedo taking on Liana Jojua. Now, Jojua recently challenged for the title, or the interim title at least, against Juliana Pena and lost. She takes on Macedo, and Jojua gets a TKO victory with 1 second left to go in round number 2. Jared Brooks taking on Hussier Formiga in the flyweight division, and it is Hussier Formiga who gets the submission victory in round number 1. Stefan Struve taking on Steve Mowry in the heavyweight division, and the younger Steve Mowry, not by a lot. I didn't realize Stefan Struve was pretty young. Huh. Okay. Anyways, Steve Mowry gets the win. He's now 3-0 in his UFC career with wins over Usman, Gustafsson, and now Stefan Struve. He might climb into the top 15 after this. Ricky Simone taking on Michael Mayday McDonald in our co-main event. Ricky Simone has fought for the title recently against Petr Yan. He's coming off a loss to Dominic Cruz. Michael McDonald, I mean, more than likely, with this win, might get a title shot. Look at that winning streak that he's on. Unbelievable. And he's coming off wins over Ronnie Yaya and Marlon Moraes. It's our co-main event, and Michael McDonald knocks out Ricky Simone in round number 2. And in our main event of the evening, it is Philip DeFries taking on Francis Ngannou. Now, Francis is coming off the second loss over John Jones, but recently beat Stipe Miocic via TKO. And Philip DeFries, number 12 heavyweight, is coming off a win over Giacomo Lemos, but before that, he lost to Cyril Gane. It's our main event of the evening. Let's get it going. My guess is Ngannou absolutely destroys Philip DeFries, but we'll see. Crazier things have happened. Counter jab. Counter right hook. Tries to hit a jab. He can't do so. Exchange of strikes does not amount to anything. Countered with a right hand. Ngannou looking confident. You hate to see that. Left hand, 2 quick punches, does not hit either. Ngannou pressuring DeFries. Hits a beauty of a straight right. Good right hand. Uh-oh. Ngannou unsteady. Ngannou goes down. Final minute. Oh no, it might be over. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, the referee calls a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 18 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by TKO, Philip F11 DeFries, or DeFries. I'll have to learn how to say that name because, I mean, he just won in the main event. Just beat Francis Ngannou, who is the number 2 heavyweight in, the division. Big things on the horizon, perhaps, for Philip DeFries. We shall see. In front of only 349 people in Western Africa. Let's see. Were there any fantastic fights? There were not. And so we'll go ahead and give it to the bantamweights. Francis got extra fries with that shake. Yeah. We'll give Philip a performance bonus. And we'll give Alex Sakin a performance bonus. For sure. Still made a tiny profit. Highest paid fighters, McDonald, Ngannou, and DeFries. He should change, if his name is DeFries, he should really consider changing his nickname to DeFries. Or like make his nickname Ketchup with the, or Ketchup with. Like his name was Philip Ketchup with the fries. No? Not funny? Oh well. He might, I don't know. I mean, maybe one more win and he gets a title shot. I mean, John Jones is running out of contenders anyways. Why not? This guy just TKO'd Francis Ngannou. He's got to be pretty good, you know? One thing that did happen to me this week that's a little annoying, a little bothersome. I lost my glasses. I have a backup pair of glasses, but they're not the same as my everyday pair because my everyday pair of glasses were Oakley's, first of all, so they're very expensive, and I really like them. And the frames, like the lenses, had like certain stuff in it to like protect from glare and protect from blue light and stuff like that. So yeah, it sucks having to deal with my backup pair of glasses. Ironically enough, I have an eye appointment in like a week, so I'll probably end up purchasing new glasses. So I was probably going to need new ones anyways, and it was more of a sign than anything else, but it just sucks, you know? I would have held on to that pair, you know, as like a backup pair, but oh well. My eyesight's probably gotten a little bit worse over the last 2 years anyways. I do need a new pair of glasses, and I want to buy some sunglasses so I can go out and not have my eyes evaporate. All right, let's go and check our rankings here. Vitaly Minikov in the rankings. Philip DeFry is all the way up to number 4. How's it going? Riley, we'll have to check in on your guy. I will say, though, your guy in the Oregon Duck save is doing great. He's our starting halfback. Let's see. But yeah, NGANNOU all the way down to number 8. DeFry's up to number 4. Light heavyweight Jacare Sosa in at number 25. Interesting. Okay, Jacare. Shout out to him, by the way. Breaking his leg and all that. He got cut from the UFC. Hope he's doing okay. Carlos Condit in at number 25 in welterweight. He might be fighting on the Conor McGregor card. Nothing at lightweight or featherweight. At bantamweight, Ricky Simon moves down number 10. And Michael McDonald is going to be fighting for the championship at some point. So Piotr Jan is next, for sure. But after that, it's going to be Michael McDonald. 100%. Flyweight, De Silva moves up to number 6. Jared Brooks down to number 15. Nothing at featherweight. Bantamweight, Macedo moves down 1 spot. Flyweight, nothing. And strawweight, nothing. All right, next time I see you guys will be for UFC Fight Night St. Pierre versus Thompson. In the main event of that, we have GSP taking on Wonderboy Thompson live from Quebec, Canada. That should be a pretty good one. Also got Ben Askren on that card. Ryan Bader, Henry Cejudo, Moicano, Jessica Andrade, and Todd. That's a pretty good card. I'd be pretty stoked to go to that card, honestly. But I'm AZPlow21. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you at the fights.